Hey there, AVS Pros. Welcome to another Azure VMware Solution how-to video. Today, we are going to explore a unique topic to VMware in Azure, run commands. What are they? Why do we need them? And what can they help us accomplish? We will explore their basic functionality and see a couple in action. To understand the need for run commands, you first need to understand that Azure VMware Solution is an Azure first-party managed service. What that means is that there is a shared responsibility in the operation of VMware in Azure. Microsoft manages the underlying hardware and the virtual infrastructure. What are some examples of virtual infrastructure? Microsoft will manage the vCenter and its updates. They will also manage host failures and perform maintenance, as well as managing the NSX infrastructure. Ultimately, you are responsible for the VMs that sit on this service, what storage and network configurations they have, and their applications installed in them. For a more detailed list of the separation of responsibility, check out the Microsoft doc in the description below that talks about the shared responsibility and even provides a simple matrix. How a managed service is achieved technically is by using good old role-based access control. Certain privileges in vCenter and NSX are given to the consumer of the service to ensure that users don't accidentally perform actions outside of their shared responsibility. Customers will get a cloud admin role that acts as their root account. This login gives access to items a customer would be responsible for while roping off things that are not within the customer's responsibility. Because vCenters have traditionally been created for on premises, there are a few tasks where you may not have the proper privileges needed to complete them. This is largely where run commands come in. They allow the user to complete tasks that would ordinarily be done in vCenter, but because of privileges of the cloud admin role, it cannot be done. A great example of this is adding an identity source. You may want to add your users from Active Directory to your vCenter to give certain individuals access in your company. But if you were to move to the traditional place to input this information in, you'll notice we do not have the proper privileges to complete this action. So instead, we use a run command to complete the tasks. So we head over to the instance, scroll down to run command, drop down the Microsoft.avs.management section. Here we are going to click on new LDAP identity source, then start filling out our fields. You will need the Active Directory administrative credentials to complete this task. Keep in mind that once we have kicked off a run command, we can follow the progress under the run execution status. This will provide us more information on what's happening, completion status, and the ability to rerun if needed to. Now that our LDAP is added, I can quickly make a role for a user in Active Directory by copying the cloud admin role and applying it to a user group. There's more information in the description below on how to accomplish this task. A lot of these run commands will be self-explainable. However, I thought it would be worth mentioning one more. You might run into a situation where your HCX plugin in vCenter is hanging, but you will not be able to reboot the HCX appliance because of your access. Fortunately for you, there's a run command to do that. This could help you see if a reboot is all that was needed to get the plugin working again. So go over to the same area as before and find the Restart HCX Manager. Before you run this command, ensure no active replications or projects are underway to avoid having to restart them. Once you are ready, check the force reboot and then start the run command. If you have the feeling that HCX itself is hung, perhaps you have issues both directly in the UI for HCX and in the plugin, you may need to do a hard reboot. Once it's underway, you can monitor progress by going to the run execution status and moving to information. To summarize this topic, most of your operations for AVS are going to be in your familiar tools that you have been using for a long time. Day to day is mostly out of vCenter and NSX, but there will be occasional items you need to pop into the Azure portal for. Run commands give us the ability to run operations that may not be possible in vCenter because of the cloud admin role privileges. Do you have some common run commands you run in AVS? Or perhaps you have some experience you want to share? Leave us a comment below, and thanks for watching.